is a lot happening, but you know what? He is ready to take Xyngular to this level none of us have ever seen. My team, every single Monday night, we end with a declaration, and I'll end this meeting with it. Ephesians 3:20, where it says that God's going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask. And I believe this is our year. I believe this is the year that we're going to see that exceedingly and abundantly that we have never seen before. The ones of us that have stuck it out and have been here and have drug ourselves through the trenches, you're going to see the reward. You're going to see the harvest for why you've stayed. And I am so, for you, those of you that are new, oh my word, that you have there is never a better time to have joined a company than a company that's innovative and making new products and going to new heights. You are here at the right time. I promise you, every single one of us. And he says it best. He says, this is a legacy company with a startup opportunity. That's exactly what we have. Can you even believe what you've got in your hands? So that was not even in my notes or anything. I got me these pages and notes. I am excited. And if you're not excited, your wood is wet. I'm telling you. If you're not on fire right now about what's happening, your wood is wet. You've got to see the thing. So keeping engaged, and I think most everybody, does anybody on here not know my story? Because I mean, I can tell you real quick, I've been here 10 years. Things are great. In the last 2 years, I've lost 64 pounds. I feel amazing. I'm the smallest I've ever been in my adult life. I wasn't looking for a business. I found this. I started sharing. It just kind of happened. And it's just now I can't imagine me doing anything else. I love being able to share what I have and help people. And I see Jerome on here. Y'all, people like him is why I do this. His blood sugars have gone from 250 down to 70. He had to come off of all 4 metformin a day because his blood sugar was getting too low. That's why I do this, because I help people be able to add more years to their life, and to be able to be a better person, to be able to find that financial freedom, to be able to not exchange time for money. I mean, there's so much. So that's my quick story, because I've got so much more to tell you than my story. If you want to know my story, message me. I'll send you the whole thing. But let's talk about how we can help you, because right now is the time to take this and run. So keeping engaged with people, building relationships with partners is what is so important, because every single thing you do is duplicable or duplicatable. I say duplicable. Some people, it's apples and whatever that is, tomato, duplicable. Your positivity, your excitement, your attitude, your energy, your work ethic, every bit of it is duplicable. So you step up as a leader and you set the standard for your team. You show them what to do instead of telling them what to do. I'm going to tell you, if you're telling somebody what to do and you're not showing them that you're doing it, they ain't going to have respect for you. You need to be stepping up as a leader and doing the do's. And duplicate that. Lead by example. You need to be sponsoring people every single month. You need to promote partners every single month. You need to show up at events. You need to be the leader that you want to have on your team. You need to be the leader that you want 10 of on your team. If you had 10 of you, how big would your team be? I promise you mine would be pretty dang big. So how big would yours be if you had 10 people on your team doing the exact same thing you did every single day? Oh, that might hurt a little bit. Ouch. What? So think about that. Tonight, when you get off this call, after you finish messaging all of your partners that are not here, old partners and active partners, is you're going to start messaging your customers. If you have a project broadcast, set one up to run first thing in the morning. If you don't have one, then you're going to have to do a lot of work, because you're going to have to message every single customer, active and inactive. This is a phenomenal promo. I call it the January Stack That Shaduki promo, because I don't say the other word. So stack that Shaduki, because you can stack the promos. It's 20% off. Does everybody understand what it is? Listen to this. 20% off your entire order. And 10% off if they get on Subscribe and Save. And you've got a $10 promo code you can give them. And if it's over $199, it's going to be part of your X. That's after all the discounts, part of your X5, where you can earn $400, and they get free shipping, and they can get their partner fee free, and that includes the new app. Hello. I mean, that's the best promo I have seen in 10 years. That is freaking awesome. 20% off, 10% off, $10 off, free shipping, free partnership, and you get the part of your, and whoa, I forgot about the three people where you get the new be the first one to get the new product. It's all happening in the next 4 days. So message every single customer that's inactive, and this is a unbelievable promo because people are still looking to get healthy and they're still looking to make money. So you know what I would send them? I'm sure that's what you want to know, because I do application training. I'm not just going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you how to do it. So I would send them something like, hey, Susie, I know you've been seeing this, but I want to tell you that I'm kind of glad I'm kind of glad that you hadn't ordered yet, because they just dropped a first time ever promo. Okay, no. I'm going to tell you what to send your customers. I'm not telling you what to send your prospects. Sorry. I'm going to say something like, hey, Susie, they just dropped this phenomenal promo. Who do you know that needs this? If you don't want it, I can help you upgrade to a partner. If you don't want to be a partner, I will give you a referral fee for every single person that you send me, or I will give you free products, whichever one you choose. That's what I would send my customers. I would make sure every single customer knows that they have the opportunity to make money. I would say, we've got a fantastic promo for any of our partners. So let me help you upgrade, and let me help you earn $800 in the next 4 days. That's something like I would say. So anything to get them on the phone, anything to show them what we have and encourage them to be a partner. So you have a power that most don't even realize. You have the power to rise up and make this a priority no matter what. You have the power inside you to overcome your own doubts, your own fears, your own excuses, and make a better life for yourself. And that's what, I mean, every single one of us want to do that, right? Anybody not want to do that? Who doesn't want to have a better life? I know I do. And take our business, take your business. I'll say yours, I say our a lot, but take your business from where it's at right now to a whole nother universe, not just another level. Take it to a whole nother universe. And the only way to do that is to do something different than what we've always done. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect change. You've got to decide to do it. I talk a lot about mindset. You guys know that's my thing, because I had to overcome the fear of failure. I had to overcome not being good enough. I had to believe that I could do it, even though I was getting all these lies put in my head that I was telling myself. You guys, we self-sabotage ourselves so much. My mind was telling myself all these lies. You're not good enough. You're never going to be like her. I mean, who in the world wants to hear you speak? All these things. I had to believe that I could do it. I had to believe that I was worth it. And once I did that, once I started doing those positive affirmations, once I started speaking life over myself and over my business so loud that I couldn't hear the lies anymore. That's what you have to, your life that you speak to yourself has to be so loud and so often that the lies get quieted. They get because you're positive, you're speaking to yourself all of these positive things, but all the negative things, you can't hear them because your positivity is so loud. So when I did that, that's when my business changed. So you got to get out of your own head. You got to get out of your own way. You've got to believe that it's possible. You've got to get rid of the excuses, and you've got to work your business every single day. And you've got to decide that it's a priority. It's got to be a priority in your life, just like everything else is, just like going to work. I mean, I hear so many people give these excuses about, well, I can't do this and this and this. And, but you went to work today. That was important to you. Well, I got to do that. Well, this is going to get you to the place where you don't have to do that. So this has got to be as big of a priority as anything else in your life. And nothing, it's so big that nothing or no one is going to stand in the way and stop you from achieving the goals. Listen to this, that you set for yourself. Nobody sets goals for you but you. You have to declare it. And not did you guys write your goals down this month? Did you turn them in? Did you send them to your coach? Did you write down your roadmap for where you wanted to be this month? Put in the comments what your goal was at the beginning of January for the end of January. I want to see what you guys had. And you can put a point amount, you can put a rank, you can put whatever you want. What were your goals at the beginning of January? What did you write down and say you were going to achieve by the end of January? So Stephanie said 50,000 points. Gold manager. Come on. I know everybody turned in goals. Keep her, Dawn. Bless it. Back to gold manager. So that was it. So everybody had goals at the beginning of January. And Kim didn't do it. That's okay. Thank you for being honest, Kim. Your goals are crucial to your business. So if you set your goal at the beginning of January, and if you are not on track right now to hit that goal by the end of January, you don't change your goal, you change what you're doing to get there. We have got 4 days of the most amazing promo we've ever had. What are you going to do these next 4 days to change the entire trajectory of January? I don't care if you are 10% to your goal. I don't care if you haven't signed up one person this month. You shoot for the moon, or you shoot for the star, or you shoot for the moon. And if you land up on the stars, you're going to have a freaking awesome start to February. But you cannot stop just because you're not where you need to be. You fight with everything you've got in you. Spend every spare second that you've got right now, the next 4 days. I'm talking get up early, stay up late. You know what? You can sleep when you die. Get up early and stay up late and do the things you need to do. You've got to make the sacrifices. You've got to go put in the comments. How many people are you going to sign up by Friday? How many partners are you going to have by Friday? 4 days. 4 days. What are you going to do? And then I also want you to think about, let's see, what are some of these answers? By Friday. Oops. Audra said 3 more. Tammy said 5 new. Oh, that was your goals. What? 2 more signups, 10 minimum, and all 10 partners because the link is free. Yes. What else? 3 new, 2 partners. Terry's 6 should be happy with 1 or 2. Girl, that's absolutely. Got 4 days. What you going to do in 4 days? And I also want you to think about this. You need to write down, make a declaration of what you're going to do by the end of this quarter. What are you going to achieve by Xyngular? What rank are you going to walk across the stage and be recognized for? And I'm going to do a side note. If you've already decided that you're not going to Anaheim because you don't have the money, all you have to do is earn the X5 in January, February, and March. That's $1,500. That'll get you there from anywhere. So it's all about what, instead of saying, I can't do it, you say, how can I do it? You figure out a way. It's the only event we're going to have this entire year. Find a way. Leaders show up. So back to training. So sorry. What trips are you going to earn this year? Make a declaration that you're going to go to Puerto Vallarta. And I know she wanted me to train on Founders Club, but you know, if I've got something on my heart, somebody needs it. So I'm going to do a little bit of Founders Club, but mostly all about the end of this month and start and going forward into this whole next year. What business builder awards are you going for at Fling? How many partners are you going to find and help them rise up? What ranks are they going to get to? How many partners are you going to have at Fling with you? And whatever you write down, there's no limits except for the ones you put on yourself. You're the only one that puts limits on what you can do. Between now and April, you could have 100 partners. Why not? Why not open the box? Don't put God in the box. He can do anything that you've got to believe. So you've got to do it. You've got to work. And people say, well, if the Lord wants me to do it, He'll just make it happen. He ain't gonna move that mountain. He's gonna give you a shovel. That's what's going to happen. You've got the ability you've got your God-given ability to do it. He's equipped you for this. He's given you the tools. He's given you all of us. Why in the world would He do it without you helping Him? You're equipped for this. You got to do it in spite of the excuses. You've got to do it in spite of the hard. You've got to do it in spite of the obstacles. If you're scared or if you're intimidated, do it scared. If you don't have a team, do it anyways. If you're not sure you can, use my belief and do it. Use Stephanie's belief, use Terry's belief, use Dawn's belief, use somebody else's belief, because we believe in you. Do it when it would be easier not to, because you got something else going on in your life. Do it do it even more when you've had a bad day, because helping somebody else makes you feel better. I promise you it does. When somebody sends their products back, do it again. When a partner quits, stay strong and do even more. When it feels like your business is going backwards instead of forwards, refocus and do it. I love that pivot. Have y'all seen that video, that Ross the Friends episode, when they're trying to carry that couch up the stairs and they can't get it, and Ross was like, pivot, because you got to change it, because it's not going to go that way. So pivot, do it again, and then do it again. The only way you fail is if you quit. So let's see, what else can we do? We can send a message to everyone whose subscription has not processed this month and give them the opportunity to get it processed, and they can get the 10% off. Did you know that if they call member service, if their subscription didn't process, if something happened, it didn't process, they can call member service. Did you know member service will change their subscription order to whatever they want? They could even put they could even order the strawberry trim sticks on a separate order, but they'll put it together. They can't put it on subscription, so they'll process it all together. So they won't have to pay shipping on one bag of strawberry trim sticks. We did it the other day. So, but call them, because a lot of them get messed up for something stupid, for something, I don't know, from a computer, or something to do with a computer system, or it could be that their credit card expired, or it could be that something happened with their bank and they didn't even know it. If it didn't process, it's your job to give them the opportunity to make it go through and to let them know. Just to make a phone call. I have gotten so many points at the end of the month calling people whose subscription didn't process. Do you know what I would say to them? Or what I would voice message? Oh my gosh, Holly, something happened and your subscription didn't go through. I do not want you to miss out on getting your products this month, because I know how important they are to you. And I don't know if you've heard or not, but you're getting 10% off of that subscription starting this month and every month going forward. You can either call me and we can call member service together, or here's their phone number, 801-756-88, what is it, 8808? Something like that. Whatever it is. Call them and get it fixed. So, and that's what I would say. And I'll drop all my verbiage is in my boards, by the way, close to it. I'm kind of paraphrasing, but it's something like that. And you have exact verbiage. But I'm going to tell you, a voice text is a lot more powerful than sending a message on Facebook. You've got every single person's phone number in your back office. So pick up the phone, call them, or voice message them, voice text them. So most of you, if you follow me on Facebook, if you don't, go ahead and follow me. But follow me on Facebook. You guys know I've been taking care of my dad for the last 8 months, 24/7. He moved in with me in June, and I'm his full-time caretaker. When he moved in with me in June, he came home in a sand bed with a level 4 sacral pressure ulcer. He couldn't walk. He was in a Hoyer lift. I had to turn him every hour on the hour, 24 hours a day. Like when I tell you I didn't sleep for 3 months, I did not sleep for 3 months. Nobody helped me. I did it all by myself. I did the work of 4 people by myself. And I was just like, I still found a way to do my business. I don't know how. I had a lot of good people on my team. My team stepped up and did a lot for me, but it was hard. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life because when I wasn't taking care of him, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to sleep. That's what I wanted to do. But I worked my business in spite of the hard. Um, that man amazes me every day. Now he's walking on a walker. His wound is closed, and he's going to PT. He's doing yesterday he did an hour of PT, and he just amazes me. I think gosh, he's overcome so much. I think he's going to outlive all of us. Side note, our products are the bomb. Even his doctors don't even understand how his numbers are going backwards or how everything's happened. But our supplements are amazing. And that's what I've given him every single day. So back to training. I think I get my fight from him. So what I've done is not easy, but I know I can do hard things. And it's the same thing with our businesses. Most day it would be easier just to go to sleep instead of working on your business. It would be easier to come home after working, 8, 10 hours at your job and just fall back because you're tired. That would be easier, but that's not going to make your business grow. So you have to ask yourself some questions. Will you do what's easy and what feels good and what's comfortable, or will you work it every day even when it sucks? Will you get out of your comfort zone, and will you go live on Facebook about this promo? Talk about the promo. Will you share your story on Facebook? When's the last time you posted recent before and after pictures? And if you don't have recent before and after pictures, use somebody else's and use mine. I mean, y'all know anything on my Facebook, you're welcome to use anything. So use somebody else's, but your story. And I'm going to tell you, it's been amazing what me finally getting to my goal weight has done for my business. And that was not hard either. I mean, that was not easy either. I can promise, because I am a stress eater, and doing it during the most stressful time of my entire life, anybody can do. If I can do this, anybody can do it. Um, gosh, post your pictures. Find an accountability partner to grow with. Turn the TV off. Quit watching the freaking news. Quit watching TikToks. Quit scrolling reels. Quit scrolling stories. Are you doing your IPAs every single day? Are you filling out? Okay. Side note again. I wish I could. Let me see. I got one right here. Have y'all seen the tracker that Russ Cowley put out? It's in your app. Y'all, this is the best tracker. I use it every single week. It keeps me on track. I'm able to keep up with I keep them here. So then I can go back and I can see, like, I talked to these last week, and all these that have the dollar sign wanted information about partners. Like, I keep track of all of them, and I send them to him every single week. And I know who's dollars and who's partners. Print that out. Find a tracker. Find something. Do your IPAs every single day. Get up early, go to bed late. I mean, it's hard, but you know what else is hard? Let me tell you what else is hard. Watching somebody else achieve a goal that you want to achieve. What's hard is watching somebody else that started after you hit a rank that you've been trying to hit for 2 years, but they were consistent and you weren't. Every single one of us has the same 24 hours in a day. We have the same products, same compensation plan, same trainings. And you've heard Rudy say this so many times. The difference is you. And You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You can't do it sometimes. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, you can do it in your spare time, but it has to be done every single day. You are going to get out of this what you put into it. And if you're giving it your all, and it will give you every single thing that you could ever dream of. You have to make the short-term sacrifice for the long-term dream. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm doing a lot of my like little perks in here because it's true. The more you hear it, the more you retain it. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Educate yourself. Watch and listen to trainings every single day. Go through the Learn Library. I can't tell you how much I learned from that. I was I was just like, when did they change that? Are they sure? And I would go and look. I was like, are they sure that's right? And I would be like, oh, when did they change that? I don't care how long you've been here. Go through that Learn Library. It's amazing, especially learning all about the app and how to use it effectively, how to use the AI technology. That is brilliant, y'all. Have y'all been using it and sending stuff out? I want to challenge you. I don't know if you've seen Kala's challenge on Room at the Top. 100 touches to people in your phone in the next 4 days. And she's going to do some kind of giveaway. I don't know what she's going to do, but that's the challenge. It doesn't matter if she's giving away nothing. That's the challenge. You meet the challenge. 100 people in the next 25 a day through your app. And you get to track it. It sends you messages when somebody looks at it. It's brilliant. So use your app, do the Learn Library, learn about your products, learn about the opportunity, become an expert on telling your story, business story, as well as your product story. Become an expert on enrolling on subscriptions. It's so easy now with your Subscribe and Save, and that is your bread and butter. That is those residual earnings that are so important. Make sure to go back through your active with no subscription report. Get every single person on subscription. Add 100 people a day to your results page. Add 100 people a day to your Facebook page, to your audience. If you're already at 5,000 friends, take 100 off and add 100. Because there's 100 people. If you got 5,000 friends, there's 100 people that ain't never going to order. I rotate my people. There's probably 100 people that aren't even alive anymore. I found like a lot that in mine, or that had no profile picture or something. I mean, you go through and just take the ones off that don't have a profile picture. You'll be amazed. Post in your results page. That's really, really important. If you're adding people, you have to post every day. Post in there. Post on your Facebook page. Post in your stories. Post on your Instagram. Tell the people behind the counter when you check out at the grocery store what you've got. Ask your waitress at the restaurant if they're open to income opportunities. Follow up about the business with your customers, because no does not mean no. You can do hard things, you guys. I'm not saying, okay, y'all know me. Y'all know my heart. I am not going to say anything to you that's going to brag. I'm not braggadocious. I'm just like, but I'm going to tell you what I've done in the last 6 months. Taking care of my dad full time, still trying to be a grandma. Y'all, I had 3 kids from Wednesday until yesterday. No, Sunday. Today's Tuesday. 3 kids on top of my dad. And when I was in Cancun, my mother fell and broke her hip. So she had surgery and she is in rehab. So I'm having to take my dad to see her every single day. Try doing that with 3 little kids. It's crazy. So my life is crazy. In the last 6 months, I want to show you what's possible. I have enrolled 86 customers, and additional 18 new partners. And I have 3 unique accounts towards Destination X. And I've done that since October. And that's with my crazy life. So you can have excuses or results, but you can't have both. You can do hard things. You just got to make it a priority, and you've got to do it. And I'll tell you what I would message prospects. This is the next thing I would do, is message all your prospects in the next 4 days. I would just say, I know you've been looking at these products for a while, and now is the time to jump. We have a mega huge promo. Are you still wanting to lose those 35 pounds and get help with the inflammation? Because when you first talked to them, I'm sure you got their goals. I'm sure you found out the very first time you talked to them what they wanted. I don't care if it was 3 years ago. Go back to that initial conversation and what they contacted you for, and ask if they're still looking for that. Because chances are, if they didn't do anything, that 35 pounds has turned into 50. And the inflammation has now turned into blood sugar problems or blood pressure problems and not just inflammation. If they haven't done anything. So ask them and go back and tell them their own words. That's more effective than anything you can do. And are you still want, and then just let them answer, but remind them of what they asked you for to begin with. I cannot emphasize enough what consistency, just how essential consistency is. This is your business. Nobody else is going to work it for you. And if you don't do it, it's not going to get done. You have to sacrifice now for the dreams that you want, for the lifestyle that you want, the income that you want, the results that you want. So it's either with, in your weight loss, in your own health journey, or in your business, both of them. You've got to make the sacrifices, because I can promise you it's a sacrifice. But you've got to find time every single day to do it. And if you're not willing to make the sacrifices and you're not working your business every day, then at the end of the month, you cannot complain about the results. If you're not doing the things and your team's not doing the things, you can't complain that your team didn't do it because you're not doing it. You can't blame your lack of motivation for the reason that your business is failing. I mean, that's what you have to blame. The reason the only thing that you can blame your business for failing on is your own lack of motivation if you're not being consistent and doing the things every single day. Nobody has to motivate me to do this. Nobody has to beg me to work my business every day. Nobody has to ask me if my follow-ups are done. Nobody has to make suggestions to do promos or when my points aren't where they need to be. Nobody has to convince me to stay up at the end of the month. Nobody has to inspire me to come up with ideas and change things when what I'm doing is not working. I am motivated by my dreams. That's why I work every single day of my life, because I want more than what I have now. I don't want to go back to a job. I'm motivated so I never have to go back to a job where I don't have that time freedom. Can you imagine? I mean, what would happen right now to my dad if I had a job? If I was exchanging time for money, what would happen? I mean, I have no idea who would be in a home. I don't think he would be here. Honestly, I don't think he would be here. I'm motivated by the dreams my team has and how this will change their lives. And I'm motivated to step up and be the leader that they need in order to get them where they want to go. Because that's important to me too. It's not just about me. It's about all of them too, because they put their trust in something I suggested. I said yes. They said yes. I take a responsibility for that. I want to see them achieve their goals too. So, and here's the kicker. I don't just do all this now because I'm an executive. I did it when I was trying to hit manager. I did it at every single rank that I hit. And just to get where I'm going to this point, because I can't tell you how many times that, the points weren't there. So guess what I did? I worked to hit manager again, because that's where it all started. Outside of anything that I did, outside of any points that I started with, or I knew I was going to get from somebody else that was already enrolled that month, I worked to get 2,000 points outside of my team and outside of any reorders, because that's where I started. I got where I'm at by hitting manager. So that's all you got to do. That's all you got to focus on. Just go back to the beginning, go back to the basics, do what you did to begin with. And you just do it over and over again. And I'll keep doing it, because I know that hard work and motivation, I can inspire you. Stephanie can inspire you. Anybody on here can inspire you, but motivation has to come inside here. Motivation has to come from you. Nobody can motivate you. You're the only one that can. And I know that doing the things is the only way I'm going to get to the next rank. So You guys know this promo is not going to work if you don't work it. You've got to dig deep. You've got to find your why that's going to get you out of bed at 5 a.m. You got to have huge dreams that's going to keep you up, that's going to make you turn off the back. Didn't The Bachelor start? I think it started. Turn off The Bachelor. Turn off, what's my dad watching? Deal or No Deal Island. I mean, the things, those aren't important. Those are not going to get you to your dreams. Decide this is important and make it a priority. Get rid of every excuse and watch your business grow. Not just January.